everybody, this is Masterath, and welcome to a very different video, let's say. Set of videos. I am joined alongside...
Sam Elliott, 64.
Indeed, and we've been I personally been doing this for a while, but Sam has been, spectating the last few of these.
Yes, absolutely.
We tried to do this last year, but... It just went completely wrong.
File, as well as that, my audio file was massive last year. It just wouldn't send. It was literally, I think it was in the gigabytes. It was that big.
It was definitely
audio
in the
file was in the gigabytes.
Yeah, that's what you get for recording in WAV or saving in WAV.
It's not my fault. My computer was a bit special last year. I've had many improvements made, and now I can save an MP3. It's great.
Brilliant. And to be honest, if you were to save all the or send all the files to me through that way. That video wouldn't have been coming out until like 2020.
Exactly. Whereas this is an annual competition, which you're about to see here, an actual annual competition.
Yes, a real one. Which this is the 13th year of it. Played on the PlayStation 1 game Sven-Göran Eriksson World Challenge.
Yes.
It's one of the only games where you can play as or against every single team, or every single national team in the world.
Hence the name.
The Global Trophy!
Oh, yes.
Man! Am I so good at making names for this stuff? How generic!
It's just every team in the globe can play it, and there's a trophy for winning it.
Well, I initially was going to call it the World Cup, but those FIFA bastards nicked it.
That happened a few years ago. FIFA taking that, didn't it?
Give or take 70-odd years.
Anyway,
so welcome to the Global Trophy. It's a football tournament. We have 4 separate qualifiers for each region: Europe, the Americas, Africa, and Asia and Oceania. Yep. And pretty much 8 teams from each group will qualify to the finals. But there's a big but, which they do not have in the World Cup, which makes us superior.
Well,
there is actually a winner of those qualifiers.
Yes.
It is a 32-team straight knockout. And if you make it through to the final 8, well done, you're through to the finals. But you may want more.
Absolutely.
You may want to go forth to the finals and become a legend of your continent, let alone the world.
Absolutely.
So before we get into the first thing here, we're just going to go through a bit of the lore, let's say.
Yes.
The history of the Global Trophy. It started in 2005. It's been going every single year since then.
I think I started doing this with you. I think it was 2011. I think it was. Wasn't it?
It was something along those lines, yeah, about 2011, 2012.
Yeah.
We have only ever had actually 5 separate winners.
Yes.
Of the Global Trophy. With France, Argentina, and Spain winning 3 times.
Yep.
Brazil have won it twice, and Germany is the only one-time winner so far.
Absolutely, and obviously, there's actually a few patterns as well in these wins. Spain have won every 5 years on the dot, so they've won in 2006, 2011, and 2016. So they are the current Global Trophy champions. France are yet to win since 2009. They won 3 of the first 5 Global Trophies, but since then they have not been able to win. And Argentina are the most winning side in the Global Trophy history. They've won 85 games in 12 years.
Which is absolutely amazing.
Considering there's only how many matches would they play? They'd only
10.
play 10.
The maximum would be 10 games if you make it to the finals of both the trophy finals and your qualifier finals.
So 85 wins in 120 games is not bad, and a maximum of 120 games is not bad going.
Exactly. Argentina are also they have come closest to retaining the title on 2 occasions. No team has successfully retained the title.
No, we are still awaiting in 13 years for a retention of the Global Trophy. Maybe we'll see it this year. Spain have been, playing pretty good, but we'll have to wait and see how they do. Obviously, eventually, we'll get to the European section, which is the first section of the Global Trophy.
Yep, and the one with, I believe, the most amount of winners, with 7 winners
Yep,
coming from Europe.
Yeah, absolutely.
With 5 coming from not just America, but South America in Argentina and Brazil. No team from Africa,
or Asia,
or the Oceania, or North America even, you could put that in there,
yep.
have never won the Global Trophy before.
No. South Korea have come the closest, coming second, but that's it.
And that's last year. South Korea came second
and they are ranked
in the Global
2.
Trophy.
They are ranked 2 for this competition.
Yeah. So, and one more thing, or 2 more things. Biggest win, we might as well go to that.
While we're here.
Between either like a great team and a crap team, or a mediocre team and a really bad team. It's currently 19-0.
The record is 19-0, shared by 2 teams.
Yep, Morocco and Iran have both scored 19 goals against Somalia and the Cook Islands, respectively. Both in 2013.
Yes.
And last but not least, there's only one team to have made it to all 12 Global Trophy finals.
Yes.
The top 32 teams.
So, yeah, essentially, where obviously they had the competition at the start, like the minor qualifiers, so like Europe to the world, the top 8 from Europe, top 8 from America, from Africa, so on. Only one team every single season has made it to the top 8 every year.
Have been able to qualify for the finals.
That team is Australia, but there is a bit of, the team, obviously Australia had a slight advantage in the earlier years. Oceania was separate to Asia.
Yeah. Oceania was separate for 11 years, in fact. Last year was the first year that Oceania and Asia joined to make pretty much the Asia-Oceania qualifiers.
However, Australia are the only team to be unbeaten in their opening qualifiers. They've never won the Global Trophy, but they've won every single season. Since 2005, they've won their regional qualifiers.
Yeah, including last year when it was the Asia-Oceania qualifiers, they won that as well.
Yes.
So let's move on to let's go to Europe. We'll just so you don't have to look at. I think it's Robbie Fowler's face. We'll move on from Robbie Fowler's face.
No one wants to see Robbie Fowler's face.
You see, lad's gained weight recently.
I haven't seen him in a few years, yeah. Anyway.
I think he did like... what's the charity football thing called?
I know what you're on about.
Football Aid, whatever. The thing on ITV.
Yeah, I know
that
what you're
one.
on about.
Yeah. Anyway. He was on that. Anyway, so, Europe. Go to Europe. Just a few things. Let's have a look at this. So, France have won the Europe qualifiers a total of 5 times.
4 times in the first 5 years.
Yeah. With Italy winning 4 of them. But have never won a Global Trophy, Italy. Maybe this is their year.
They've come close a few times. I mean, there's also a few oddballs in there that have also won the qualifiers in Europe. The other 3, in fact, that have won them, Holland, Croatia, and Norway being the 3 that have won the opening segment, the European qualifiers. Yeah.
Now, it's a bit of a shame here because the 2013 Europe qualifying champions, Norway, are actually...
What we call a dud team. Basically, the way it works in this game is you have to quit a game. There has to be one team that has to be quit out. The way that we determine who that is the lowest FIFA ranked team as at the time of recording goes in as the dud team. So
out of the 32 teams that have qualified, we started doing preliminaries last year. Preliminary qualifications pretty much you have the top. I think what was it?
I think it was 24.
Yeah, top 24. Top 24 teams in the rankings for that continent automatically through.
Yep.
The rest of them then fight it out
in
a preliminaries, and the top 8 go through.
Absolutely.
And sadly, Norway, Bulgaria's recently, I think they got above them or something like that. Someone's got above Norway.
Within the last few weeks, Bulgaria have overtaken Norway, and as a result, Norway will be the dud team for this season. So whoever plays Norway will get a bye into round 2.
Yeah, with just 1 victory away from qualification for the Global Trophy. So having the luck of going against a dud team could really just shape the entire tournament.
Absolutely, correct.
Especially being 1 victory away. France are one of the only teams to have gone unbeaten in the Global Trophy twice, winning both their European Division and the Global Trophy finals in 2005 and 2007, but they haven't done that in 9 years.
Correct. Italy, as we mentioned, haven't won the whole competition yet. They have finished runners-up on 2 separate occasions, though. But, could be a dark horse this season.
Yep. Spain and Germany are both yet to win the European division, but they have won the global trophy.
Four times between them, but they have never won in Europe.
Yeah. So it's an interesting one. So just because you don't win the European tournament or your qualifying tournament doesn't mean you're not going to win the trophy.
Absolutely.
That's
it's
the thing.
Still wide open. It's still wide open.
It's like a team finishing second in their qualifying group for a World Cup, but then going on to win the cup. It can happen.
It's all like what Portugal did in Euro 2016.
Yeah.
That can happen.
Yeah.
I suppose we must talk about England and their history.
Oh, do we have to?
England have only once made it to the Global Trophy finals.
I believe so, yes.
Once or twice, very, very few times.
Twice tops.
The last time they made it was 2008, 7 years ago. Well, 9 years ago now.
Mm.
You know, at this point, what did I say? 7? I have no idea. 9 years ago, and they finished 8th. So they finished at the top.
Yeah.
They made it through a couple rounds, and then that was it. That was their goose cooked.
And guess what? Pray tell, their biggest weaknesses.
Is it penalties?
Of course it is. They have lost 10 times in 12 appearances on penalties.
Wow.
Their 12 defeats, they have lost 10 on penalties.
Maybe this is England's year. Who knows?
Doubtful.
But they always end up
we'll
getting
see.
a really rotten draw in round 1.
They do.
They tend to get a harder team in round 1.
They do. Or they just lose to a team they should beat. Anyway, so let's kick off with the first round of the Global Trophy. We'll just pick the teams here to show you guys just what teams are in here. So, obviously, ranked number 1 of all the European teams. I'm still getting used to it. It's Belgium.
Yeah, the thing with this game as well, which is quite interesting, this game was made in 2001, I want to say? Maybe
Around that, yeah.
So, 2001, Belgium did not have a very good footballing team. In recent years, obviously, they've had players like Eden Hazard, people like that come through the ranks, Kevin De Bruyne, etc., that have made Belgium
Benteke!
Less said about him, the better. I'm not bitter.
You're definitely not bitter.
But obviously, you have to think that players like that have made a big difference to Belgium's quality and prowess in the footballing world.
But sadly, you can't edit players in this game.
Exactly, which obviously means that Belgium are one of the weaker teams in the Global Trophy for this competition. However, they are ranked very highly, so they get automatically put in.
Yeah, but you never know. We've obviously talked about South Korea earlier. They finished second in the Global Trophy. Teams like Ghana have played fairly well. I've even seen Latvia in the top 8 before. So
it is quite open. Surprises can happen.
It's definitely not impossible. Definitely not for Belgium to go on and win it. Team number 2, Germany. No surprise, really.
No, definitely not.
Brilliant team. The only ever team to win the Global Trophy only once.
But, stranger things happen. They could go and win it again.
Yep. Next up is Portugal.
The current European champions.
Yep. Real life Europe. Obviously not us.
I think they've won. I think they've done quite well in previous seasons, haven't they? They've made it reasonably far.
They've done okay.
Yeah, they've been solid but not spectacular.
Yeah. Next up is, a team that hasn't been spectacular since 2009. It's France.
Yeah, they've had a bit of it. They won the European section last season, but they couldn't quite transform that into a Global Trophy victory. Maybe
a
this
possible
year.
Fourth. Well, we've never seen a fourth winner before, and
it would be unprecedented.
This year, unless like Brazil or Germany win, this is the best chance to see the first ever 4-time Global Trophy champion. So, yeah. But will it go to Wales? I'm not so sure.
Wales is an interesting one as well. They've shot up the rankings, and as a result, are now playing in the Global Trophy. A few years ago, you wouldn't have seen this, but now
exactly. But now they're in. While a team that you're going to be very used to seeing, the current and 3-time Global Trophy champions, Spain.
That one out.
Yeah. And the ultimate failures of Global Trophy, England are next up.
Yeah.
Less said about them, the better.
Yeah.
Okay, now, a European dark horse, in my opinion. They've won the European Qualifiers 4 times, but never won the trophy. It's Italy.
Yep, the Italians, always a solid bet to go with. They finished second twice. Maybe this is their year.
Yep, and they're joined by a fellow former European Qualifiers champion, but less well known, Croatia.
Yes, very they've always been a solid team in Europe in the past. I think they've made the Global Trophy on numerous occasions.
Fair few, yeah.
So potentially we'll see them do quite well this year.
Yep. Next up is Switzerland.
A team also that's shot up through the rankings.
Yep. And Poland.
Yeah, again, they're another team that, similar to Belgium, where they've shot up through the rankings in recent years. And a few years ago, you wouldn't have seen Poland anywhere near the Global Trophy. But this is a chance for them to prove their worth.
Next up, we have Hungary. Shocked to see them so high up, to be honest.
I think they had quite a good Euros, didn't they? They played quite well. So.
They did.
Yeah.
And next, Turkey.
Yep, Turkey, of course, included in the European section because they are officially classed as European, even though Turkey is actually in Asia.
But hell, in the European rankings, and even on this game, they're in the European sector.
Yep.
Next up, we have Bosnia-Herzegovina.
Yep, absolutely. One of the many Yugoslav nations that have certainly some footballing prowess in the real world. Obviously, we have players like Edin Dzeko and Miralem Pjanic playing for Bosnia.
Begovic!
And Asmir Begovic as well, yeah.
Yeah. And next up we have, I'm still shocked to see them so low, but that's obviously because they didn't reach Euro 2016. The Netherlands.
Yeah, slipping down the rankings in world football, but they're a solid team in this. They're former winners of the European section in the Global Trophy.
Yeah. Next up it is Austria.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
And the demolishers of England and Ronaldo. The team with a dentist in goal, Iceland.
Yes. God, Iceland.
Hell, Iceland automatically qualified for this tournament. Fair play to them.
I think that they shot up through the rankings this year due to their antics in Euro 2016. Their fairy tale and
still going.
Still going.
Still going.
Could this be even more of a fairy tale for them? I doubt it, but you never know.
You never know. Next up, we have Slovakia.
Yes, Slovakia. Well, I think they also had a pretty decent Euros, didn't they, this time around?
They did okay. They did alright, to be honest. Next up, it is Ukraine. Is next up.
Indeed, Ukraine.
Wouldn't have been. What was it? 2001. They'd have had Shevchenko on this one.
Yeah, they Andrei Shevchenko, of course, was one of the, in my opinion, one of the best strikers of his age, and I think,
Definitely best striker the Ukraine's ever had, I'd say.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah.
Next up, we'll go for a pairing, because these guys are so close, not only in sort of where they are on the world, but where they are in the rankings. Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland have both also qualified.
It's rare to have so many of the British Isles teams together. Normally you don't see all of them together. I think,
same here, Scotland's not in it.
Oh dear.
They missed out by 3 places.
Oh dear, that's awkward.
The fact, let's put it this way, right? Out of the top 8, teams that should have qualified, let's say, in the preliminaries,
they're one of them.
Them and Slovenia were the only teams that didn't make it through.
Oh wow.
So not very good.
Yeah, not really.
Next up we have Romania.
Yes, a team that's slowly making movements. I think they've got some decent players on this game as well, so Romania might be hard to beat.
So we have Czech Republic.
Always dark horses. They always seem to do fairly well. I think they've made the Global Trophy finals a few times, so maybe this could be a year for them to do some make some more surprises.
You never know. Next up, that big country.
Is it Russia?
It is Russia.
Ah, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. Next up, next to them is Albania.
Yeah.
So Russia, and then below them is Albania, of all things.
They're going to pay them off.
But you never know. If that's the case, Russia's going to be champions this year.
Yep.
You never know. Next up is it's time for some Scandinavians to come back in, because what's it? Oh god, I've just noticed this. Iceland's actually the highest. Oh god. Okay, Sweden! Go Sweden!
Sweden, yeah.
Yes, and then after that is Denmark.
The two big Scandinavian teams of yesteryear.
Yep, and then we have Greece.
2004. They won Euro 2004. I predicted that.
Well done. It's a shame you weren't old enough to bet.
I know. I said to my mum, put a bet on Greece winning Euro 2004. They've got the Olympics and stuff. Why can't they win? Why can't they win Euros? And everyone told me, nah, don't be silly, Sam, don't be silly. And then they went and bloody won it.
Well, to be honest, it's a lot better to never knew you had it than, being that guy who last year put a bet on Leicester to win the league and then went, nah, I'll cash out now.
Do you know what I mean? Imagine cashing out on that. Oh, no.
God. Anyway, next up we have Serbia. Now, Serbia's not on this game.
No, Serbia comes under Yugoslavia.
So, Yugoslavia will be... But in this, we're going to count them as Serbia.
Yes.
Yeah.
That shows the age of this game.
It definitely does show the age of this game. That Yugoslavia is still a thing. I'm completely shocked.
Serbia are the same country.
I'm completely shocked that USSR and East and West Germany aren't on here. As like legend teams. Anyway, next up we have Belarus.
Absolutely.
Where are they? There they are. And the last two, we have Bulgaria, just barely scraping through because they went above Norway in the rankings. So Norway, for the first time ever, they're the dud team here.
And unfortunately, they are full winners of the European section, so they won't be participating. Now, at this point, we're about to start the initial tournament, but the game does have a habit of crashing. So what we're going to do...
Yeah. What the habit is, I'll just explain because you guys will be able to see it, is... if the dud team does not turn up in the top, 8 matches, you can't scroll down on this game. So, obviously, if they're in the bottom half, I can't... What's I'm looking for? I can't write down, obviously, the scores and stuff like that. So we don't know which team... We know who goes through, we don't know who faces whom, what score, whatever. And, it sends my OCD wild. I don't even have it, but it still sends it wild, because that's annoying!
Yeah, absolutely. So as a result of this, we're going to take a quick break now, and then when we get to a position where, we can actually, have the top, the team in the top 8 teams, from then on, we will continue the recording from there.
Case in point!
There you go, you see? Happened already.
Yeah, it's happened already. Right, so back in a minute.
We'll see you guys in a bit.
And after 6 times...
It's a 50-50 chance, I mean...
How unlucky can we get?
6 tries. That's all of our bad luck done now, though. You have to think.
That's it. Everything's going to be sweet from now on.
Yep.
Anyway. England's going to win it now.
Yeah.
The clouds have aligned.
This is it. Anyway, we move on. Who's playing first, Chris?
Right, so as you can see, the viewers can see. Obviously, Sam can't. But it doesn't matter, I'll be giving him the play-by-play. Our first match will be between Hungary and Switzerland.
Interesting game.
Our second match is Austria versus Denmark. Then it's Italy versus Bosnia-Herzegovina.
Should be a good game, that one. I'm thinking Italy's probably going to win that one, though.
Yep. Next is, obviously Serbia, but Yugoslavia, versus Sweden.
Interesting.
And Norway play Iceland. Those lucky buggers. They've done it again. But then it's a crunch match. Portugal versus France.
That's a big game to start things off with.
In round 1. And then it's Germany-Belarus.
Yep.
And last but not least, it's Croatia-Slovakia in the first set.
Indeed, so in the first 16 teams, those are the first 16 teams. But we obviously, we have to kick off with our very first game, which sees Switzerland and Hungary, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yep, which will be instant result, obviously, because that's the way we do things. Boom!
Absolutely.
Hungary win 1-0.
So Hungary through to the last 16 of the European segment.
Yep. They will be the first team to fight it out in round 2, and they'll be up against either Austria or Denmark.
Yep.
And it is Denmark. 1-0 victory.
So yeah, we do bowl through these quite quickly when we get going. It's just getting there.
It's just getting there, for God's sake. We've been recording for 40 minutes nearly.
Yeah.
So
it's
Italy versus Bosnia-Herzegovina.
Should be an Italian win, this one, I'd imagine.
Yes, definitely yes, an Italian win. It's 16-0.
16-0.
16-0
wow.
to Italy.
That's a result for you.
The biggest victory in the Global Trophy so far by 15 straight goals.
Well, you have to imagine as well, in terms of European teams, you don't normally see scorelines like that.
Exactly.
It's quite normally the games are quite tight because the European teams are generally, all evenly matched. That's you see those kind of results in maybe Africa or Asia. That's kind of crazy.
Or San Marino.
Well, yeah.
Just saying. Anyway, next up is Serbia versus Sweden. Winner takes on Italy for a chance of qualification.
God help them.
Sweden win via England's weakness.
Penalties.
Yep. It was 0-0.
Through they go.
Well, you never know. Now that the penalty's gone, England may actually lose by actually losing the match normally now.
Well, maybe.
Anyway, Iceland-Norway. So Iceland are going to win, and they're going to win by 3-0 because that's the way that we do it.
Yep.
Obviously, Norway are the dud team here. It's a bit of a shame, but that's sadly...
It's just how it works. The rules are the rules.
Yeah, sadly you can't have a... you can't do like a 32-team league without a player in it.
Yes.
Which sucks, because...
And ultimately, that player on this occasion was Norway, so they've been unfortunate to be drew in that position, but they were the lowest ranked team that made it in, and as a result, they go out.
Yep, so we'll just quit the game here, and that will give a 3-0 victory to Iceland as we go to the crunch match.
Yes. Probably the biggest match in the first segment of games so far.
Definitely, yeah. Portugal versus France.
Should be a French victory, you'd imagine.
You'd think. It is, they're through. France, 2-0. They will take on Iceland.
That's a shame for Portugal, because Portugal had an opportunity to do quite well again this tournament, but getting drew against the three-time champions in round one, it's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Really,
it is. Next up is Germany versus Belarus. Convincing win for Germany, 4-0.
And then another former champion goes through.
Yep. We could be setting up possibly for a Germany-France quarterfinal.
There's potential there.
Next is Croatia versus Slovakia, and it's 2-1 Slovakia. The Croatians out.
The former European champions out in the first round.
Out in round one, and it's Slovakia to go through to face Germany. Next up, we're getting to the second set now, so I can actually see it.
Oh yeah.
It's Northern Ireland versus Greece.
Yeah, we actually have no idea what any of the games are here.
Exactly. And it is, wow, good result for Greece. They've won 4-1.
That's impressive. That is quite impressive, to be fair.
An impressive win for Greece. They are through, and they will take on either, oh, for God's sakes.
Oh, no.
England versus Spain.
Oh, dear.
Spain win 2-0. England out in round one again.
At least
it wasn't penalties. Yes. Spain through. England once again out in round one. Big surprise.
Brilliant stuff from England there. That's just banter, isn't it? It's great.
It happens every year in this. England always go out like that. Anyway, Russia, Belgium next.
My money would probably be on Belgium here.
It's Russia, but only by one. It's 1-0 to Russia.
Through they go.
So the Russians through. They will take on...
And the highest ranked team in world football are gone.
Yep. Straight away, because this game is old. Anyway, next up it is Ukraine versus Romania.
I'd probably say Ukraine are the favourites here.
Ooh, just barely. 1-1, and Ukraine win by England's weakness.
That's just going to be a thing now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's now by England's weakness, because you know what? Art imitates reality, and England obviously fail on penalties, and they programmed it perfectly into this game.
They did this year, did they?
Yeah, okay, so that's now 10 in 13. Yeah, they've lost on penalties.
It's getting better.
It's getting better slowly. Right, next up it is Poland. They will battle Albania. And the win goes to Poland. Very convincing, 3-0 win.
Good fair play for Poland there. That they look fairly solid, and I imagine they'll be in the global trophy this time around.
Yep. Will they go one further though? They could. They've got either in the next round either Czech Republic or Bulgaria.
Yeah, that's a winnable game either way, isn't it, really, for Poland? But we'll see who wins this game.
Ooh, dominating performance from Czech Republic. Another 3-0 win.
Impressive. Again, Czech Republic always seem to be dark horses.
Definitely are. They need to get past Poland, though, to make it to the Global Trophy finals.
Absolutely. One more win and they are in the grand draw, if you like. They get their seat at the table.
Yep. And the last two matches, we have the Republic of Ireland versus Holland or the Netherlands.
Should be a Dutch win, I imagine. But strange things have happened.
Yeah, definitely a Dutch win. 4-0, the result.
Impressive from the Netherlands. Former winners, of course, of the European section.
Yep. And last but not least, Turkey versus Wales. Wow, two animals going against each other. Look at this.
It's a zoo.
it's the zoo derby.
I imagine Turkey will win this one.
Yep, 2-0.
So Turkey go through to
that just proves
16.
Turkey beat Wales. That just proves how old this game is.
Absolutely.
All right, so in round 2, here we go.
So whoever wins these games are into the Global Trophy, which will take place in the 5th of these videos at the end of the season.
Yep. So the matches are Hungary versus Denmark. Interesting match that's going to be.
My money would probably be on Hungary for this one. I don't know why.
Yep. Then it's Italy versus Sweden.
Should be a close game.
Iceland versus France. Should be a bloodbath.
That will be a bloodbath.
Germany versus Slovakia.
That's an interesting one.
Greece versus Spain. Russia versus Ukraine.
That's a derby.
Yep. Poland versus the Czech Republic. And the Netherlands versus Turkey. So Hungary, Denmark. 2-1 Hungary. They are
Hungary are through to the Global Trophy finals. Denmark surprisingly out.
Yep. The first team through to the Global Trophy finals are Hungary.
They're hungry for success, clearly.
Next up, it is Italy versus Sweden.
You'd imagine.
Oh God!
Sweden won.
Italy are out.
Wow.
Sweden 1, Italy 0.
The 4-time European champions fall.
Yep, they're gone. Sweden have produced a shocker here.
That is a massive surprise.
Will we see another one? Iceland versus France.
I don't think so.
Nope. 7-0 France.
Wow. Italy, what a convincing performance in round 1 against Bosnia, and then wow. But France go through. France looking good again.
I actually still can't believe that Italy won. Actually typed them down in the quarterfinals instead of Sweden.
But no, Sweden are through.
Yep. Germany, Slovakia.
This is an interesting one. I think Germany should win this one, though.
Ooh, it was close. 2-0 to Germany.
Yeah, closer than I would have thought it would
Good
be.
Slovakia for Slovakia there, I think.
Yeah, they can go out with pride on that one.
And now we have France-Germany in this quarterfinals.
Wow, that's a matchup, isn't it?
Yep. Greece versus Spain.
You'd imagine a Spanish victory would come here.
Oh, Greece have knocked the champions out!
No way.
Spain can't qualify. They're gone. They're out. They can't defend their title.
The Global Trophy current holders are out in the last 16, and therefore
Greece.
The Greeks have beaten them.
Bloody Greece. Next up, it's as you say, the derby between Russia and Ukraine.
You'd imagine Russia would win this one.
Nope, it's Ukraine.
Wow.
1-1. Ukraine winning on penalties again.
Putin is going to be furious. He's sending in the troops now.
Cut off their electricity supply after that match.
Yep, there goes the gas.
It's like, no more electricity for you, buddies. You can't watch the rest of the trophy. So Ukraine have won their first two matches of the 2017 qualifiers on penalties. They are the reverse of England.
You got to win ugly sometimes, and they're winning ugly.
That's true. Next up is Poland versus the Czech Republic.
An interesting matchup. Two solid teams.
Czech Republic beat Poland 1-0 only.
It's a result that gets them into the Global Trophy finals.
Yep. And last but not least, Holland versus Turkey.
You'd imagine a Dutch victory would come here again, wouldn't you?
But let's be honest, we have no idea, do we?
No.
After two high-ranked teams,
big shocks.
Italy
and Spain.
Spain out, but the Netherlands do go through.
And there you go. So we have our 8 qualifiers from the European section.
Yeah. Just barely, by the way, it ended 2-1.
That's a good effort from Turkey. They can be happy with that one. So big casualties there. Out go the champions of the Global Trophy. The holders, Spain, won't be able to defend their title this time around.
Yep, and 4-time European qualifier champions, Italy. So here how the quarterfinals go. First up, it's Hungary versus Sweden.
That's a tough match to call. I'd say probably Sweden are the favourites now.
They have won 2-0 over Hungary.
That's a good effort. Sweden into the final 4 of the tournament.
Could they go on to win it?
We could see a new winner here, couldn't we?
You never know. Sweden through to the semi-finals. They will take on the winner of the World War II grudge match. France, Germany.
You'd have to say France are the favourites here.
They have won 3-1.
That's impressive.
That's an impressive victory for France there. It doesn't really matter, but I guess it's something for the history books.
For pride at this point, they're going for another title.
Germany are still through
Yes.
to the Global Trophy Finals since they made it to the top 6, to the top 8, but France, a dominant performance there.
Yeah, France looking for a second European title in a row.
Yep. Next up is Greece, Ukraine.
That's not a match I would have thought would have happened.
Not in the quarterfinals.
No, definitely not.
Ukraine, who beat Russia and Romania, both on penalties to make through.
Yep.
Greece, who beat Northern Ireland and Spain to get here.
Yep.
It goes to Ukraine.
Is it on penalties again?
Nope. 1-0.
Wow. So Ukraine through to the final 4. They're having a good tournament as well.
Yep. Ukraine have not failed to let in, less than 2 goals in this tournament so far.
It's a good effort.
It's a good response. Next up is Czech Republic versus Netherlands.
Your money would probably go to the Netherlands here again, wouldn't it?
You'd think. But this game. They are gone.
Wow.
Czech Republic win on penalties.
And through they go. So our final 4 for the European section. Obviously, this has no impact on the big trophy at the end of the season.
But it is for history.
And it is for pride. And so far, we have France, the only former winners of this tournament, left in.
Yep.
4-time winners of the European section. You'd imagine they'd go on and win it again from here. But as we've seen already, we've had some big shocks. Big teams going out.
Yep. So first up, it's Sweden, France, and then it's Ukraine, Czech Republic.
Yeah, to meet them in the final.
Ooh, well, France have gone through 3-0. Good performance from France.
France had a canter at the moment, and they are heading seemingly towards the march to victory. Another
European title win, but can they do what they did in 2005 and 2007? Can they go undefeated throughout the entire tournament? We'll have to find out, obviously, in the 5th video. But who will their opponents in the finals be? Will it be Ukraine or Czech Republic?
My money would again be on probably Czech Republic here.
It is Czech Republic. They've beaten Ukraine 2-1.
Which sets up a final of the Czech Republic and France.
I was expecting France, but obviously they are prone to shockers. I was respecting the Czech Republic, honest. I wasn't expecting the Czech Republic to make it here.
Yeah, that's a big, very impressive display there from the Czech Republic. They've done a good job, and they've secured themselves not only a place in the Global Trophy finals, but they've also got a European final to play out as well.
Yep. Can they do it though?
I doubt it. I think it's going to be a France victory this
Oh my God, they've done it!
Wow.
It's penalties again, but Czech Republic
have won the 2017 Global Trophy European section.
What the hell happened there?
What a story that is.
We'll keep it going. Look at this. Here we go. Ready? Winners. Czech Republic are the winners of the European Qualifiers. Their first ever victory in the Global Trophy. Their first ever title, you could say, if the Qualifiers was a title. Czech Republic have just won it, so they took it right from under France's nose.
Yeah, France had an opportunity to regain their title, but they messed up in the final, didn't they? And it's given the Czech Republic a great, impetus to go now and go and perform in the Global Trophy finals themselves. Maybe we'll see them performing, at a high level there as well.
Well, Czech Republic become the 6th team to win the global trophy. There we go.
European section.
Yep, the European section. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you come back for the next video, which will be
Africa.
The African qualifiers. So, yeah, I'm Masterath.
I'm Sven-Göran
And we'll see you for the oh no, wait, it's Asian, sorry. The Asian qualifiers.
Yep, Asia,
so,
not Africa.
Yeah, with Australia in it. And the other Oceania teams, because why not?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, see you next time.
Goodbye.